to everyone. Myself Suraj Kumar Soni, and this is the part number third of the chapter Chemistry in Everyday Life. Two part is already updated on the video on the net. Just see this video. On that video, we discussed about so many chemical compounds that we use in our diseases, like antacid, anthraquinone, and so many compounds like penicillin medicine, aspirin, and their functions. Okay, so first you have to see that part of this video in which you can learn about the chemical compounds. And in this chapter and in this video we will study about soap, detergent, chemistry and coloring matter like dye, type of the dye on the basis of the application of constitution, then rocket propellant. These are the 5 points we will discuss in this part. Okay, now start. Cleaning action. What is the meaning of cleaning action? We use the soap and detergent for the cleaning of the for the cleaning purpose. The most common thing is that the word detergent means cleaning agent. Actually, detergent word is derived from the Latin word detergere, means to wipe off. Detergent. Detergent is a word that is derived from a Latin word detergent, means to wipe off. Okay. Cleaning agent are the substance which remove the dirt and have the cleaning action in water. It's called cleaning agents. What is cleaning agent? There are two cleaning agent we have used at that time. The first one is soap and second one is detergent. Okay, there's both the items, both the compounds, so the cleaning action. The substance which clean the agent, which clean the substance and remove the dirt from the substance is called the cleaning agent. There are two types of the cleaning agent. First one is soap, second one is detergent. It is also known as soapless soap. The another name of detergent is soapless soap. Okay, because it do not contain the property of the soap, that's why it is called soapless soap. What is soap? First we have to do it. What is soap? The most important topic, soap. You will get a question in your exams. It is very most important. Okay, what is soap? Soap is the sodium salt or potassium salt of fatty acid. Sodium salt or potassium salt of fatty acid. What is fatty acid? Fatty acid is the long carbon chain molecule, that contain the carbon well, at least 15 to 80. Okay, the fatty acids, examples of fatty acids are stearic acid, palmitic acid, and oleic acid. Okay, examples of fatty acid are stearic acid, oleic acid, and palmitic acid. The formula of the stearic acid is C17H35COOH, and oleic acid is C15H31 COOH, and palmitic acid is also C15H32 COOH. These are the example of the stearic acid, palmitic acid, and oleic acid. These are the longest carbon chain. Okay, and soap is the mixture of the sodium salt or potassium salt of the fatty acid. Okay, sodium salt means a salt contain the fatty acid with sodium or potassium. Sodium salt of fatty acid, we can say it is a hard soap. Okay, sodium salt of fatty acid, we can say it is a hard soap, while the potassium salt of fatty acid is called the soft soap. Okay, most important thing. The another thing is that hard soap are prepared by the cheaper oil and NaOH. Okay, what is the meaning of hard soap and the soft soap? Hard soap is made from the cheaper oil. You can see that so many rough soap that are present in our markets, that is the hard soap. Okay, hard soap is prepared by the cheaper oil, because oil, what is oil? Oil is a fatty acid. That's why we can say by the cheaper oil. Okay, and with NaOH, soap can be prepared by the fatty acid reaction of the fatty acid with NaOH, which that form the sodium salt of fatty acid, means it is called soap. When we reaction of the fatty acid with KOH, it's given a potassium salt of the fatty acid. That is a hard soap and that is soft soap. Okay, and the soft soap are prepared by the reaction of the good quality of oil with KOH. The soft soap do not contain any free alkali metals, produced more leather and the use of the toilet soap, shaving soap, and the shampoos. Okay, soft soap produce the more leather, and it can be used in the toilet soap and shampoos. The next point is How the preparation of soap? How we can prepare a soap? Just see it. How we can prepare? This is the method of preparation. I told you how we can prepare fatty acid plus NaOH. Fatty acid plus NaOH. Okay. How we can prepare the soap? This is the method, and in this method we can prepare the reaction of the fatty acid. This is the fatty acid, formula of the fatty acid, and reaction of the NaOH. It gives fatty acid and NaOH gives soap and glycerol. What is the formula of glycerol? CH2OH, single bond CHOH, single bond CH2OH. This is the glycerol. And another formula, what is the formula of glycol? The formula of glycol is CH2OH, single bond CH2OH. Okay, this is the formula of glycerol and glycol. But the soap is prepared by the reaction of fatty acid with NaOH that form the hard soap. If the reaction of the fatty acid with KOH, it gives a soft soap. Okay, this is the fatty acid, oil or fat. Oil or fat is called fatty acid. Reaction of the NaOH, it gives the soap and the glycerol. This process, formation of the soap, is called saponification. What is saponification? Preparation of the soap is called saponification. Now the next one is the solution left after the removing the soap containing the glycerol, which can be recovered by the fractional distillation method. To improve the quality of the soap, desired color, perfumes, medical and chemical substance can be added. Okay, you can improve the quality of the soap. You can add any kind of flavor, any kind of because of odor substance that produce the aroma. Okay, so we can use the any kind of the chemical substance to increase the performance of the soap. Okay, the next slide is type of soap. How we can classify that soap? Some different type of soap that we use at this time. First one is toilet soap. What is toilet soap? These are the soap prepared by the using the better grade of the fat or the oil, and care is taken to remove the excess alkali. Color and the performance perfumes are added to make these more attractive. Toilet soap, okay, toilet soap. The second one is the floating soap. This can be prepared by beating tiny bubbles into the product before it hardens. The point number third is third soap is transparent soap. You can say Pierce. Example is Pierce. You know Pierce soap. It is totally transparent because we add glycerol. Because after adding the glycerol, gelatin, glycerol, it make that transparent. These are made by the dissolving the ethanol and then evaporating in the excess solvent. And then another one is medicated soap. You can say Dettol, Safflon, that is a medicated soap. The medicated soap are prepared by the some antiseptic like Dettol or biothionyl. I told you in the last video what is biothionyl. Biothionyl is a chemical compound which is added in the soap to remove the odor of the dead germs. Okay. Next one is the shaving soap. This contains the glycerol to prevent the drying. By the using of glycerol, it prevent a drying. It prevent dryness. A gum called the rosin is added. While making them, it forms the sodium rosinate, which leather well. Okay. The most important thing, disadvantage of soap. By the disadvantage of soap, you can differentiate between the soap and detergent. So it is most important topic. Why we not use the soap for the cleaning action of the clothes and other substance? Why we use the soap because only for bathing, not for the washing of clothes? The reason is that because soap are not soluble in the hard water. What is hard water? The water that contain the calcium and magnesium particles, calcium and magnesium element is called the hard water. Because hard water contain the calcium and magnesium element, that is why we call hard water. And hard water, the soap are not soluble in the hard water. Second thing, soap was not able to soluble in the acidic solution because it prepared the PPT, precipitate. Okay, just see, soap is good cleaning agent and 100% biodegradable. Microorganisms present in the sewage water can be completely oxidized soap to CO2. As a result, it does not create any kind of pollution problem. However, soap have two disadvantages. First one is soap cannot be used in the hard water since calcium and magnesium ions are present in the hard water. Produce the curdy PPT. PPT form curdy PPT. You can use if you take the Lux soap and add it in the glass. You add put the water in the mug and dissolve the any kind of soap, any bathing soap in the bucket. You can see the PPT is formed. Curdy PPT is formed. That's why we don't use the soap for the cleaning action of the cleaning action of the clothes. Second one is this insoluble soap. separate as a scum in the water and causes the hindrance to washing because the precipitate adhere into the fiber to the clothes as gummy mass. Thus, a lot of soap is washed in water is hard. Okay, that's why we don't use the soap for the cleaning of the clothes. Second disadvantage of the soap is soap cannot be used in the acidic solution since acid precipitate the insoluble fatty acid which adhere on the fabric and thus reduce the ability of soap to remove the oil and the grease from the fabrics. Why we don't use the soap in the acidic solution? Because acid precipitate the fatty acid. What is fatty acid? Oleic acid, palmitic acid, stearic acid, fat or oil that we use for the preparation of the soap, it is called fatty acid. That's we cannot use the fatty acid. That's why we don't use the soap in the oil in the acidic solution. The next one is the detergent. Detergent is also known as soapless soap because it do not contain the property of soap. That's why it is called soapless soap. Okay, synthetic detergent have all the property of the soap but actually does not contain any soap, so they are known as the soapless soap. It do not contain the soap but have the all the property of soap, that is why it is called soapless soap. Straight chain alkali group containing detergent are biodegradable, whereas the branch chain alkali group, actually detergent contain the straight chain alkali group and the branch chain alkali group. Straight chain alkali group is the biodegradable detergent and the branch chain alkali is non-biodegradable non-biodegradable agent, non-biodegradable. Unlike the soap, synthetic detergent can be used in both the soft and hard water. What is the difference between the soap and the soap and detergent? Soap cannot be used in the hard water, but detergent can be used in the hard water and the soft water. Okay, and the soap detergent is also soluble in the acidic solution. Now, type of the, if somebody asks you what is the formula of detergent, then what you will say? Sodium lauryl sulfate, that is the formula of detergent. Okay, sodium lauryl sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium benzoate benzene sulfate, sodium benzene sulfate, sodium benzene sulfonate, sorry, sodium benzene sulfonate. These are the formula and the example of the detergent. Okay, just see one by one. Type of detergent: the first one is anionic detergent, second one is cationic detergent, and third one is neutral detergent. Okay, anionic detergent contain the anionic part, cationic detergent contain the cationic part, and neutral detergent do not contain any anionic and cationic part. Okay, what is anionic detergent? These are the sodium salt of the sulfonated long chain alcohol of hydrocarbon. Sodium salt of sulfonated long chain of hydrocarbons. Okay, alkyl hydrogen sulfate formed by the treating long chain alcohol and concentrated sulfuric acid are neutralized with the alkali to form the anionic detergent. Okay, just see the chemical reaction how we can form the anionic detergent. This is the chemical reaction. This is the lauryl alcohol. When we react with the concentrated H2SO4, that is the acid, it's give the sodium lauryl sulfate. Most important formula, you have to learn this because in the exam you will ask what is detergent, then you have to write a definition of detergent and this formula. What is the formula? Sodium lauryl sulfate. So the formula is CH3 CH210 then CH2OSO3 minus Na. Okay, this is the formula of here. Okay, this is the formula of the sodium lauryl sulfate. This is the anionic part, and another anionic part is the sodium benzene sulfonate. What is the formula? CH3 single bond CH211. Or on that formula we have a CH3 single bond CH210. Okay, then CH2 single bond O single bond SO3 single bond Na. Okay, and this is contain the CH3 single bond CH2 bracket close 11 times, then benzene, then SO3 minus Na plus. These are two different anionic detergent. Okay, then now we shift to the cationic detergent. Okay, what is cationic detergent? Now the second part is a cationic detergent. Okay, anionic detergent is completed. What is cationic detergent? These are the quaternary ammonium salt. What is quaternary ammonium salt? Okay, you have to know this. What is quaternary ammonium salt? This is the quaternary ammonium salt and align with the acetate alcohol or the chloride as anions. This is the formula of the quaternary acetyl methyl ammonium bromide. This is the formula of the cationic detergent. Okay, the last one is a non-ionic detergent. Such detergent does not contain any ions in their constitutions. One such detergent can be obtained by the reaction of the stearic acid and polyethylene glycol. This is the chemical reaction. You can see stearic acid and the polyethylene glycol. We can take that is the non-ionic detergent. That is the neutral detergent. This is the formula polyethylene glycol. Polyethylene glycol. This is the formula of the non-ionic detergent or neutral non-ionic detergent. Then next topic is what are the advantages of detergent. First one is I told you earlier detergent can be used in the hard water. Second one detergent doesn't form PPT. Detergent can be used in acidic solution. Let's see some theory part. First one is detergent can be used in the case of hard water, whereas soap fails to do so. Second one is soap. Synthetic detergent can be used in the acidic medium, while soap cannot be used because of their hydrolysis of the free acids. Point number third, synthetic detergent are more soluble in the water, hence form better leather than soap. And fourth point is detergent have a stronger cleaning action than soap. Okay, these are the difference between the soap and detergent, and you can say this is the property of the detergent. Now move to the next slide. The second another topic is chemistry in the coloring matter. Which type of the coloring matter, which type of dye we use, that is the coloring matter. The natural substance or the organic coloring matter which are used to colorize the substance like fabric and clothes is called the dye. Okay, all the coloring substance are not dyes. Example, azobenzene, a color substance, does not act as a dye. Azobenzene produce a color, okay, but it is not a dye. Okay, a dye have the following characteristics. How we can determine it is a dye? Dyes has the following characteristics. First one is it must have a suitable color. What is the meaning of dye? A substance which impart the color, which produce the color to the fabric, so it have a suitable color. Second one, it can be fixed on the fabric either directly or with the help of the mordant. Okay, it is fixed, it provide a fixed color, a stationary color. Okay, third point is it must be resistant to the action of water and acid and alkalis. Okay, the reaction of the dye with the acid, base or and water should be resistant. The group responsible for the color are called the chromophore. Two terms are there. First one is dye. What is dye? I told you dye is a chemical substance or a natural substance which provide the color, which impart the color on the fabric is called dye. Okay, the property of dye I told you two term. First one is chromophore and second one is the oxochrome. Oxochrome. What is chromophore? Chromophore is a substance that impart color. Is called chromophore. Okay. Examples, these are the chromophore. The substance which do not give color itself but intensify. Sorry, this is a definition of oxochrome. But I told you definition of chromophore. The substance which impart color is called chromophore. Okay, that is the chromophore. What are the example of chromophore? CO, CO2. The example is given N2, NO2, N2. Okay, CO, CS. These are the chromophore. And what is the oxochrome? It is the oxochrome. Okay, oxochrome. What is oxochrome? Oxochrome is a substance which do not impart color, but increase the intensity of color after mixing with the chromophore is called oxochrome. Oxochrome does not impart color, but it increases the intensity of color after mixing with the chromophore. It is called oxochrome. Example of oxochrome are OH, sulfonic acid, carboxylic acid, NH2, NHR, NR2. These are the oxochrome. Okay. The now is the next topic is classification of dye on the basis of constitution and classification of dye on the basis of application. Classification of dye on the basis of constitution. First one is nitro or nitroso dye. Chromophore NO2 or NO2 group contain. Oxochrome OH group contain. Second one is azo dye. Azo dye, example of azo dye are Bismarck brown, methyl orange, methyl red, Congo red, etc. Third one is the anthraquinone dye, Algerine. Fourth one is the indigo, is the oldest known as dye. Other examples are tri-in purple, indigo sol. Fifth one is the phenolphthalein dye, that is phenolphthalein dye is fluorescein, eosine. And next one, the last one is a tribenthene. Okay, dyes. These are the example of dyes. Now the classification of dye on the basis of application. It is important. I would like to tell you, it is important. You will get the question from this part. Importance classification of dye on the basis of application. First one is direct dye. What is the meaning of direct dye? These dyes apply directly to the fiber and are more useful to the fabric containing hydrogen bond like cotton, rayon, wool, silk, and nylon. Example: Maltese yellow and the Congo red. Congo red and the Maltese yellow is example of direct dye. Second one is the acid dye. These are the water soluble and contain the porous acidic group which interact with the basic group. Example: orange first, Congo red, methyl orange. These are the acidic dye. Third one is a basic dyes. These dyes contain the basic group like NH2 group, okay, and react with the anionic sites present on the fabric. These are the used to dye nylons and polyester. Examples: butter yellow, magenta, aniline yellow. These are the example of basic dye. Fourth one is a wet dye. Being water insoluble, these cannot be applied directly. These are the first reduced to the colorless soluble formed by the reducing agent in large wet and then applied to the fabric. After applying, these are oxidized to insoluble colored from by the exposure to air. Some oxidizing agents are indigo, tyrene, and purple. These are the example of the wet dye. And the last two type of is modern dyes and the ingredient dyes. What is modern dyes? These are the applied with the help of the binding material. Example: metals and tannic acid and methyl hydroxide, called modern dyes. Depending upon the metal ion used, the same dyes can be different colors. Algeria is an important example of the modern dyes. And the last one is the ingredient dyes. These dyes are synthesized directly on the fabric. These are water insoluble and particularly soluble for the cotton fibers. Azo dyes belong to this group of this dye. Okay, these are the type of dye. You have to learn it. Azo dye, acid dyes, direct dyes, basic dyes, wet dyes, modern dyes, and ingredient dyes. Okay, now dyes are finished. Now the rocket propellant. What is rocket propellant? This is the last point of your chapter, of this chapter. Rocket propellant. What is propellant? Propellant is a fuel. What is propellant? Propellant is a fuel. Substance used for the launching the rockets are called rocket propellant. Substance which is used for the launching of rocket, that is called rocket propellant. Rocket propellant provides the energy to the rocket. That's why it can go. And these are the combination. Actually, rocket propellant is the combination of the oxidizer and the fuel. This is not a simple fuel. It is a mixture of oxidizer and the fuel. Depending upon the physical state, it can be classified on two types: solid propellant and liquid propellant. What is solid propellant? Most important thing, solid propellant. In the solid propellant, both the oxidizer and fuel in the solid form. In the liquid propellant, both the oxidizer and the fuel in the liquid state. What is solid propellant? Examples of solid propellant are composite. Solid propellant again divided into two parts. First one is the composite propellant and the dibasic propellant. Composite propellant is these basic propellant. Fuel is polymeric binder such as the polyurethane or polybutadiene, and oxidizer is ammonium perchlorate or potassium perchlorate. Ammonium perchlorate or potassium chlorate is the oxidizer, and the polyurethane or polybutadiene is the fuel. Okay, this is the solid propellant. Okay, the next one is a dibasic propellant. It is made of the nitroglycerin and the nitrocellulose. It is a mixture of nitroglycerin and the nitrocellulose. Most important example of the rocket propellant. Second one is the liquid propellant. Liquid propellant in which oxidizer and fuel both are present in the liquid form. In which both oxidizer and fuel are in liquid state. Hydrogen, nitromethane, hydrogen peroxide, kerosene oil, alcohol, hydrogen. These are the example of the liquid propellant. Okay, propellant is a compound that produces the energy to the rockets. That's why rocket can go away. Okay, this is your chapter. I think your chapter is finished, and all the topics I have covered in 3 videos. Just see the videos line to line, video part first, second, and third. And I think it is very most important topic. And in this chapter you learn so many chemical compounds, that is some medicines that is useful in your daily life and you use. and so it's very important chapter for you for the basis of the 12th class and NEET and IIT. And this is your homework. This is your homework. Question number first is, what is soap and how it is prepared? Question number second, write any four difference between soap and detergent. This is most important question. You will get the question in your board exams also. Why detergent is better than soap? Question number 4, explain the rocket propellant that I discussed earlier. Question number 5, what is dye and how we can classify dye on the basis of the application. Question number 5, write the chemical formula of these: soap, aniline detergent and cationic detergent. These are the examples important, and you have to do this homework in your notebook. We will check it after your school reopen. Okay. Now coronavirus is spread everywhere, so you are free and you have to watch it. You should not waste your time. You see the video time to time and you have to improve your knowledge. Okay. And thank you so much for watching this video, and bye bye. We will discuss the next chapter tomorrow. Okay.